Caycee here with more videos about my journey of makeup. So today we're going to be talking about makeup extras. A couple of my friends were asking me stuff about things like primer and finishing sprays and things that honestly 10 years ago I had never heard of, but I started watching YouTube personalities and celebrities who just kind of take it for granted. Everybody knows what's going on. They're like, oh, well, first I primed my lids and then I put this on and then I put my setting spray on. I'm just like, you put your what? You doing what? How much is that? Do I need that? Are you just advertising for a product? Every now and then I feel like a bit of a sucker. So, obviously, in my journey, I have decided to start dabbling in some of these things because some of the things, after using them, do seem necessary where other things do not. So, as a beginner, I'm going to tell you personally, from personal experience, what I feel is like a beauty must-have and what I feel you can kind of probably either go without, buy a generic of, or just totally not even bother with. Because let's face it, most of us who are new on the makeup journey really get suckered in by really colorful things. Like, when you go to the store, you like want to buy a new lipstick or a palette. Like, you buy moisturizer, it's like, oh, how exciting. You're not going to like take a picture of this, like, oh my god, look at my moisturizer. I mean, maybe you will, but you're more likely to be like, oh, my palette, oh, you know, this is way more exciting to look. My kids get excited looking at this, you know. Nobody knows what's in this, you know. So, in any such case, we'll start with the really simple stuff. Moisturizer, which I've been holding up here. An absolute must-have. Find one that works for you, whether it's super expensive or drugstore. Even if you have oily skin and have acne, use a moisturizer. I learned the hard way after a year of just not using it because I started breaking out. I noticed my wrinkles and everything were getting worse. My acne wasn't getting better because my skin was like, I'm so dry that I'm just going to keep producing oil. And in the areas where I'm super dry, I'm just going to start cracking your face open. My face is like gone kamikaze on itself and decided, damn it, just use moisturizer. So find a moisturizer you like. If you go to Sephora, those people are actually really nice, and they will give you a sample to take home to make sure it doesn't like break out on your skin. They'll pump some of the sample jar into a little thing that you take home, and you can spread it on your own skin at home and find out if it's something that it irritates you or feels good or feels sticky or whatnot, because honestly it takes a really long time to find a really good one that isn't too sticky, that absorbs quickly, that isn't going to cause you to break out, that isn't going to make your wrinkles worse. So moisturizer must have. Absolute. Moisturize. Okay. Number 2 is a primer. I'm new to this. Very new. In fact, I'm not even 100% sure what I have here. I have the Murad Invisiblur Protecting Shield. It has an SPF 30, which I'm really pale and I burn easily, so that's probably really good that I am using this, regardless of if it's blurring my imperfections or keeping my makeup on longer or whatever it's doing. It definitely, the SPF, and it certainly feels way nicer than slathering sunscreen in my face. It's so silky. Like, I think I bought this literally because it was so silky without being oily, and I love that. And it just instantly feels good, absorbs in the skin. I think my makeup definitely does hold on a little better. I don't think it's a must-have at this point. This is the only brand I've tried. Like with eyeshadow primers, when I get into that, I've tried like 6 brands. But with this, I've only tried this brand. It's like $65. It's definitely, you can wait on this because we're going to talk about something else to keep your makeup on really good. But it's supposed to make it go on smoother, more photo finished and airbrushed or whatever. But in my personal opinion, if you're a beginner, you can hold off on the primer or try like a drugstore one as long as it doesn't make your face break out. I had to be super careful and buy this one because it's meant for people with acne and wrinkles at the same time. But if your skin is good already, buy a cheap primer. Next we have the other thing to help keep your makeup on, finishing spray. Now I have like a semi-cheap one. This is this is Revolution brand, bought from Ulta. It costs about $8.50. I've used Urban Decay, which is about, I think, 25 bucks a bottle or something. And I know there's other ones. It's supposed to help keep your makeup set through the day. I wear mine from anywhere from like 5 in the morning to sometimes 11 at night. And it does get hot in South Dakota. It gets humid. I'm dealing with my kids all day. And honestly, since I've started using this, I've noticed an improvement. Like, it really isn't coming off. It's just not coming off. But I don't know, because I've also been using more high-end makeup, so I don't know if that could be playing a part. Like, oh, I'm using more high-end stuff, so it's not coming off. But at the same time, my foundation is $5 Maybelline foundation, and it's working pretty good. So I definitely, I'm not 100% sure if I feel a difference between this and the $25 Urban Decay. Both seem to work just fine. However, this one's an oil control one, which I didn't realize, and it is, I think it's making my skin feel dry, so might go with the more luminous, dewy, moist, I said that, I know people don't like that word, moist, formula next time to make my skin not so matte and, like, crinkly, like it's a highway here, you see that, like, oh, it's so old. So yeah, I'm going to say setting spray is one of those things. Go out and get yourself some setting spray. Even if you get like cheap stuff. Like the brand e.l.f., that is such a cheap brand, but like so many of their products, their brushes and their setting sprays and some other stuff are just pretty good. But I recommend this one over e.l.f. So next we have the Wild Wild World of Eyeshadow Primer. And I, for some reason, have just a stupid amount of eyeshadow primer because it comes free in kits sometimes too. Like I think I bought like an Ulta brand eyeshadow kit, got some eyeshadow primer that came with it. Then I have this one, it comes in different forms, like a cream, that's a white cream, most of them come in tubes. And I have this one that claims it's for especially bright makeup, so I expected this to be white, and it's actually not. It's more of a peachy nude tone, probably can't see that. It's actually a pretty dark nude tone, and I don't know how it's supposed to help the colors be brighter. This is the e.l.f. brand. This is garbage. The primer, the e.l.f. brand, well, in my opinion, I just didn't feel like this really went into my eyes. It kind of sat there and stayed moist, and I'm like, I said moist again. My eyelids kind of stuck up. So this is a no. This is the Lorac that came with. I got a free one with a palette, so that's pretty cool. Basically, it's supposed to help keep your eyeshadow on longer. It also makes it brighter. If you watch certain YouTubers who demonstrate palettes and do swatches, they'll rub it on their arm first, and they'll even tell you, this is what it looks like with primer, and this is what it looks like without primer, and I definitely think it makes a difference, depending on how long you want to keep your eyeshadow on, how bright you really want it to look. It can make blending, I think, in my opinion, a little more difficult, despite the fact it's supposed to make it easier, but I think having that moistness there does kind of, I mean, it's supposed to dry in, but, I'm gonna give this product, like, I think you do need some form of primer. You can get them anywhere from probably like $3 or $4 up to $12 is what I'm willing to pay for primer. I know Urban Decay and some other, I think the most expensive one I have is the Lorac, but that came, or Lorac, which came with a $40 palette. But I have enough to last for quite some time. So yeah, paint, and I use a brush to paint mine on. I've used my fingers too, but I just go under and then over, and anywhere I'm basically going to put eyeshadow is where my primer goes. So it's kind of a need. I would say get yourself some eyeshadow primer, definitely. Okay, and then we have lip scrub. I make my own. Basically, if you're one of those people who like really loves liquid lipsticks and all that, they can really dry out your lips and create kind of flaking, and then when you put more on, you're getting lines and your lips can look really aged and gross and flaky or whatever. So exfoliate your lips. I know Jeffree Star makes like a really popular lip scrubby thing, but I make my own with brown sugar, essential oils, a small amount of beeswax, I think, and some olive oil or coconut oil. So definitely easy to make your own or get it dirt cheap somewhere. And I think I made a huge like half-pound batch of this. It'll last me for like 10 years. The sugar will probably go bad first. So scrub your lips morning and night, not too hard. Get off that flaky crap, and make sure to immediately put on chapstick. Whatever your favorite chapstick is, put it on after that because your lips will dry out. Okay, cleansing water. I'm new to this. Supposedly it's supposed to like take off all your makeup. The waterproof one is supposed to. I guess it's the alternative to tap water and soap or some kind of cleansing product. I have no idea. So why do I have this? This is only $9 for this giant bottle, and you put a little bit on like a cotton flat thing, and so I've got like what? I'll probably die before this bottle's gone, maybe? I don't know. So I use it in the morning. I do not use this to wash my face. I use it in the morning because I've already got my makeup off at night to kind of just give myself a fresh wash. And honestly, when I use the pad, I can actually still see dirt, even though I used a hardcore cleaner the night before. Just dirt builds up from your pillow or from wherever overnight, and it's a nice way to tone or clean your face off. You technically don't have to rinse it. I do a little bit because, I don't know, I just feel like it's still a chemical sitting on my face. But, it's not a need. It's a nice luxury, definitely. And for $9 for a giant bottle, yeah, why not? Cleansing water. And you feel so well. I have special water. I paid $9 for this. It's the size of a Gatorade. But it's for my face. And it's water. And it's $9. So go for it. Feel fancy. Do it. And, oh, by the way, that is Garnier. I actually really love their hair products. They have, like, dirt cheap hair products, and I've only used their Shine Spray and stuff for, like, years. And, I don't know. I like their stuff. It's pretty decent. So, now we have, okay, Beauty Elixir. Okay, this isn't a setting spray or a primer. It's, like, some kind of refreshing spray. Close your damn eyes before you put this on, okay? I almost blinded myself. It's got some kind of like tea tree or essential oil or something, or some kind of mint or something that will burn your damn eyelids or burn your eye pupils out. So beware of this. But I don't even know what company sell other than this company. It came in like a sample pack where I got masks and all kinds of other stuff to use. Definitely not a necessity, but it feels really refreshing. I save this for super hot, sweaty days because it will, like, if you close your eyes and spray it on, you're like, oh, it's also a really good wake up. I'm going to try to actually make my own with essential oils. I'm going to find out the recipe for this and try to manufacture my own at home for my own personal use. Because I just really think this is more of a wake-up mist. Like, even if you weren't into makeup, this would be very refreshing if you had a cold or you're just somebody who has trouble waking up in the morning. You just need to feel energized. Not a necessity, considering I think a full-size bottle of this is, I don't know, a pocket full of money. At least a 20. So. Then if you've seen these on the internet, these little toothbrush-shaped or shower head shaped, they're a little different from this shape. Okay, they have something called Artis, I think is the brand, and their brushes sell for like hundreds of dollars for the set, and like, God only knows, like $40 for one brush. Amazon has an awesome collection of them. I've ordered them off Amazon more than once from different brands, and honestly, to me, they seem really high quality, and you can pay $40 and get 10 of these brushes, and they're mega soft. You can apply even wet foundation with them. You can smooth out powder. They're very nice for smoothing out stuff. I definitely recommend at least having one. Get one of these, but honestly, you're going to get that better deal from Amazon if you just order a 10-pack. They're anywhere between $29 and $39 usually. If you have Amazon Prime, you're getting it free. But these are super fun to work with, super fun for smoothing out stuff. They feel awesome. They definitely do, I think, less damage than some of the more harsh brushes that can actually cause tiny microscopic scrapes in your skin. So definitely love these. And they come even like ridiculous sizes that I'm not going to lie, I don't know what to do with this. Just like maybe apply up in my nose, or I don't know. But it came with a crap ton of these. So in any case, I only used like 3 or 4 of the sizes. Okay, and then we have the Beauty Blender. Okay, this is a need. If you buy nothing else, if you apply foundation, if you buy nothing else, mine's filthy, get a Beauty Blender. It's not a sponge. Don't do what I did in the beginning. I'm like, I'm just going to buy those cheap triangle sponges. No, there is a difference, and I can't even describe what the difference is. But trust me, worth every penny. It's way better than putting your dirty little fingers on. I know this is filthy. I'm saying dirty little fingers, but it's just so much better. You're going to get your foundation will spread further, more evenly. Even if you're using $5 foundation, you just, it's fast, it's easy, it spreads nice. You use it moist, and you just dab, and it just gets it all in there. There's just no way to describe the awesomeness of a Beauty Blender. It's better than a brush. It's better than your fingers. I'd go with the brand name. I've tried others, and honestly, it is the consistency of almost using a kitchen sponge or something. So honestly, go with either brand name Beauty Blender, or once again, this was an Amazon score that feels like a real Beauty Blender. Definitely, you can tell. It's super smooth. You're not feeling like a spongy, porous, it's not like a SpongeBob square blender. You're definitely getting more of a smooth. It almost feels like skin. It almost feels like you're like petting, I don't know, a hairless cat or something. I don't know. Beauty blender, buy it. I think unfortunately, I think the real ones retail for like 39 bucks, but you won't regret it, and it's got a pretty long shelf life. Last but not least, finishing powder. This is a white, or sometimes translucent as they call it, which is a super, super white powder. Now, I'm really pale, so I live for this crap. And it's supposed to give you an airbrush effect when you're done. And somebody like me needs that. If you have a lot of scarring, wrinkles, or just areas that you're kind of self-conscious about, or you want a really matte finish, this is definitely the way to go. Be careful if you don't go high-end on this, especially with the white. With the translucent, you can go, I think Caudy is the brand that has like a really great one. There's just a couple really great loose translucent powders that are great for this, but if you're going the stark chalk white, some of the brands don't know how to perfect this. I use the NYX or NYX or whatever it is. I even used Laura Geller, I think it was, and that's a more high-end. And I had to go even higher end on this. It's called Derma Blend, and this is really spread on smooth. And I was like, yay, this is fantastic. Definitely not a need, but if you like that airbrush look, you got a lot of flaws and whatnot, and or you want to like really make your look matte, you know, like you're just a drawing, then yay. And don't forget, if you're new to this and you go to like Ulta or Sephora, they have an awesome return policy. Keep your receipts. If you're one of those member people and have a VIB, it's always free to start those in Ulta or Sephora. If you don't have your receipt, they can usually just look you up by member number or phone number or whatever. They have an awesome return policy. I'm not going to lie. If I'm not satisfied, I return stuff. I probably return at least $150 worth of stuff. And I know it sounds terrible, but I'm not going to sit on a $40 item, something like this, and be dissatisfied, know that I'm not going to use it. So I will bring it back, you know. And that's really good. So if you do try a primer or something and you break out or you're just like, this is garbage, just go back. It's kind of a walk of shame, but trust me, they don't really judge it. They're used to it. So there you have it. My look at all the makeup extras that I could fit in this. Sorry the video is so long, but there's a lot to cover. So thank you for sticking with me. I hope I get some more subscribers soon. I know I have a lot of competition out there, but I'm hoping because I'm a newbie that people might enjoy coming along for my journey with me. And because I think I'm a little older than a lot of the other YouTubers, being 38 and a stay-at-home mom and kind of dealing with, you know, different skin issues and some of the really young, beautiful people doing this. So I'm hoping I get some people to watch me. And if not, oh well, at least I'm keeping my friends entertained. I'm helping them out. So, bye guys. And this video is for you, Kelly. You know who you are. I talked about eyeshadow primer. Go get some, girlfriend.